It looks like we're in a recession, right? So the ISM number print from about 2 hours ago was a 53. Generally, 50 is considered recession, but actually, I would say 55 is considered recession. This is the Institute for Supply Manufacturing, which basically gives an indication of inventories. And here, inventories seem to be spiking, which means that demand is softening and purchases are coming down at a huge clip. So that to me says we are in a recession, and bond markets are now starting to accept that. And as I mentioned to you on this is from last week, the market is telling the Fed that after September, they're not going to be able to do any more rate hikes. Now, that was what I had originally said back in April. I checked my notes, and I started to get a little worried that that was untrue a few weeks ago when I saw the magnitude of inflation. And honestly, I was just really not accepting the reality, which is that inflation really has peaked. And with all of these indicators of oil prices probably needing to coming down, interest rates probably coming down, I do think we've seen peak inflation. I actually think if the Fed is not careful, we're going to get into a recessionary environment that includes deflation. That's right. I think we actually have a very good chance of being in a deflationary environment within the next year, if not sooner. Now, that would be super interesting because that would mean that interest rates would probably get back down to where they were before they started raising rates again. And once they assumed that that the current inflation model was due to COVID and supply chains, which it mostly was. Okay, so that's that. Scott Minerd, a well-known economist who you should also follow on Twitter, also agrees second quarter real GDP is now tracking negative, which would make for the second consecutive quarterly contraction. This plus 3 consecutive negative months of the LEI suggests a recession may have already begun. This is what I've been telling you for a couple of weeks now. Officially, we couldn't have been in a recession because it was the first quarter, but it was pretty clear that things were getting worse, not better. So that looking back, we would have been deemed to have been in a recession already. So that's why I've been telling you this for a few weeks.